All right, stop. Before you upload another video, you cannot just be throwing videos on YouTube and then expecting the leads to just come raining down upon you, okay? Watch this video to learn what not to do when adding YouTube to your marketing and lead generation strategy. For more business and marketing advice, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell to be notified when I upload a new video every Monday. I'm Jamar Diggs, and I help coaches, consultants, strategists, and service-based experts turn their YouTube channel into a money-making machine so that they can start driving traffic to the offers that they love and start getting paid, okay? Okay, so this happens all the time, and I think that I need to be the one to talk about it, okay? I'm ready. I am the chosen one. Let's get this started. I know that every marketing guru, even myself, like I always do this too, right? I say this too. We need to start repurposing our content, right? And some of y'all, I'm not gonna say who, maybe the person watching this video, I don't know. But you take that and you start repurposing the crap out of everything, right? You think that you're doing a great job. You're like, oh yes, I'm making like the most out of all of my content, honey. I'm in this to win it. And then when it comes to taking your Instagram lives and you're putting them up on YouTube, you think, oh, this is so amazing. I'm so happy that I did this. No, you're not done. That is not what you need to be doing. Stop it. All right. We see that all the time, and we cannot do that. We need to start figuring out what we need to do in order to get the most ROI when we start adding YouTube into our marketing strategy, okay? YouTube is not like all these other social media channels, right? YouTube is not with it, okay? They're not just gonna let you just repurpose something easily like that and just expect to rank. No, honey, that's not how it works, okay? This is the big girls club. Okay, no, but I'm going to show you how to make sure that you're doing everything right so that you can have the highest ROI on what you invest into YouTube. Okay, so let's get into these mistakes, honey, because, oh my God, all 7 of these, I cannot believe, I think I have my glasses on. Anyway, so the first mistake that I am seeing happening is that you don't understand exactly how YouTube works. And that is what is getting you every single time, right? You think that YouTube is just like some other platform, some other video-based platform, right? Or you can just do the same things that you do on Instagram and Facebook and all of these other things, right? Nope, stop, we have to stop, okay? YouTube is a search engine. Okay, that's one thing that we have to really think about. YouTube is the second largest search engine, right? And it's owned by the first largest search engine, which is Google, okay? And the purpose behind search engines is to deliver the right piece of content to the person that is searching for this thing, right? And so we need to start thinking about that. How can we give YouTube everything that they need to make sure that they are going to deliver our video to the person who is searching for similar relevant topics? So we need to make sure that we are doing that first, right? So people that are on YouTube are intent-based, right? They are very much so problem aware. So they're searching for their issues, right? They're just not keying up on YouTube, right? They are searching, the girls are searching, okay? They are looking for their answer, honey, okay? And we need to be there. Okay, and so the way that we do that, we need to make sure that we are providing as much information, as much data to YouTube in order for them to categorize our videos appropriately whenever someone is searching for that type of content, okay? So think about that. It's search engine based. It's not really social media based, right? So we have to be very intentional on the type of content that we're putting on YouTube. The second mistake that people are making when they're trying to add YouTube to their marketing strategy is that their branding is not consistent, right? So even though I said that YouTube is not like the other social media sites, girl, you still gotta have an aesthetic, you feel me? You still gotta have like a feel to your channel. And so the 2 ways to make this super, super easy is by making sure that you have an on-brand banner, right? So if you go to someone's YouTube channel, it's gonna say, it's gonna have a nice little banner design up there, and it says a few things, and I want you to make sure that you put this up on yours too, right? So one, I want you to try to show your face, okay, inside that banner design. Then I want you to put the theme of your channel. What is your channel going to be about? Okay. And then I want you to do the frequency of amount of videos that you're going to be posting, right? So those are the three components that I recommend having in your channel banner, right? To make sure that people know what they're getting, right? So here's what happens is, like, think of your channel as an actual like TV show, right? TV shows come on at the same time every week, right? So I want you to treat it that way too, right? So when we want people to know when they can expect a video from us, right? We don't want them to think that we're just some dead channel out here that can only, that only has like these old videos or is just always in production, right? We need them to know that, oh no, we have new content coming up, right? So you're going to want to stick around. Making sure that you have like your specialty, what you do. Like, for example, I think mine right now, it has my face, my beautiful face. I'll probably put a little screenshot of it over here somewhere, but it has my face, it has business and social media advice for coaches and consultants, right? And then it has new videos upload every Monday, okay? So that gives people the idea to like let them know like, okay, hey, I'm in the right place, right? This is the type of information that I'm looking for, so I'm going to definitely like subscribe to this person, right? That's what we want to happen. Now, the second way that we need to start making your branding consistent is through your thumbnails, right? So your thumbnails, so like the thing that videos have, the only graphic that videos have individually is your thumbnail. And we need to make sure that that thumbnail is consistent to your brand and that you're using the same designs across all of your other videos, right? Because think about this. We want people to know that this video is your video, even if it's in a sea of other videos, okay? Because the name of the game is you are competing for attention when someone is searching for something, right? So after someone searches for like a topic, right, and your video pops up, we are going to have to compete with all the other search results, right? But if you have a consistent brand and they maybe already picked out and watched your video before, they're gonna know, okay, I wanna go see Jamar's video because last time he did help me, so I know that this is gonna be a really good video, right? It helps the viewer discern what is gonna be a quality video and what is not, okay? So that's just an easy way for people to find out. And when you're doing the thumbnail, there are a few things that I want you to also include, right? So in your thumbnail, I want to make sure that you have not only like your brand colors, but your face in there, because people like to click through, like your click-through rates are higher when you have like a picture of you in there, right? And then we have like the words of what your video is about. Like, what are like the main things that people need to know about the video, right? Like for this video, it's like 7 YouTube mistakes, right? So maybe this thumbnail is gonna be something like, don't make these mistakes, or don't make these 7 mistakes, or something like that. What is gonna be the thing that makes them want to say, oh shoot, I need to watch that video, right? So making sure that you have those elements into your thumbnail is gonna be really good for your branding and for your consistency. So the third YouTube strategy mistake is not having a clear upload time. Like, you're not posting consistently. This is the issue. And it's a separate issue than what we're talking about when it comes to like understanding your channel banner and your branding. We need to be consistent because we need to be giving the YouTube algorithm fresh content all the time, right? So the standard is 1 video a week, right? So we need to make sure that we are creating content for YouTube and giving them video every single week, okay? That's gonna be how we stay consistent. If you have any issues with that, the way that I do it is that I like to batch record, right? So I like to plan out my videos a month in advance. So I come up with 4 video ideas. I do my keyword research and all that good stuff. I outline the video and then I pick a day on the calendar and set aside at max 3 to 4 hours, right? Most times it takes me like 2.5 hours or maybe even 2 hours. And I just start shooting and going, right? And then I pass it on to my video team so that things can start getting edited and things like that. And then I just start scheduling the video once a week, right? So making sure that we are consistent is gonna help us like a lot. Not only will that help us with the YouTube algorithm, but that also helps us with our viewers, right? So they are always knowing whenever we're gonna be uploading a video. That's gonna help us always get that first 24-hour like traffic in there from our own community a little bit more easier, because that's one of the ranking factors whenever it comes to YouTube videos. How many people can we get to this video within the first 24 hours, right? Because that's going to tell YouTube, oh, this video is very helpful. People are watching it and they're watching it all the way through. Okay, let's go ahead and serve it to more people, right? And so if we keep it consistent, people know that they should be looking for that video, and so they're going to be there. They're going to be ready to expect it on that day. If it's a very inconsistent time, like maybe you do it on a Wednesday, maybe you do it on a Thursday, you're going to start falling into their schedule, right? And you're not going to have the same type of effect on like them showing up for you and giving you as much traffic as you need within the first 24 hours. Now, before we move on, I wanted to just check in with you, girl, and I want to know like who here is thinking about creating a channel, and like what channel? What is going to be your channel type? I would love to know in the comments down below. So go ahead and tell me, spill all the tea with me on your channel. I really want to know. And so now the fourth mistake that people are making with their YouTube strategy is, this is the one that really, it really lights me up, okay? It really fires me up, is that we start out with vlogs, right? You cannot start your channel with vlogs, right? If you are a coach, consultant, or expert and you're looking to get more leads or add this whole thing into your marketing strategy, starting out with a vlog is not going to be the thing that you do, okay? We cannot do that. We cannot do that, especially if you're just starting out, okay? So, and the reason why I say this and that I'm just so passionate about it is because no one is searching for your blog. They are not interested in it yet, right? So what you have to do, I always recommend educational first. People are searching for the content. They're searching for content. We need to be solving problems first, right? To get people to care about us. They don't care about us yet. They don't care about our office tour, our home tour, our apartment tour. They really just want their questions answered. And if you can answer their question, then that's going to be how you hook them in. It's going to give you the most return on your investment whenever you're thinking about adding YouTube to your strategy than any other type of content, right? If you provide a service for people, let's go ahead and educate them through tutorials, things like that. Like what kind of educational content can we do to drive traffic to our channel, right? Let's build that interest. Let's start attracting people, because most of the things that people are searching for is to solve their problem. Educational first, vlogging later. Now, the fifth mistake that you're making in your YouTube strategy is that you're not using all of YouTube's features, right? You're just throwing a video on YouTube and then just saying, whew, I'm done. I wonder when I'm gonna go viral. Or I wonder when I'm gonna rank on YouTube search. I wonder, is this how it's done? Is this how the influencers do it? No, it's not how the influencers do it, right? We need to start using all of the features so that we're giving YouTube all of the data that they need to categorize and rank our video in what we need it for, right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to upload the video. I want you to start creating better titles. I want you to use the thumbnails. I want you to use the info cards, right? Like link your other videos that relate to that same video, right? I want you to use the end card, right? I want you to link to other videos. I want you to start using playlists as well, right? So all these other things factor into your YouTube search ranking. Also tags, right? Like I want you to start using all of those features. So when you are uploading your video and YouTube is literally showing you everything that you need to be filling out, fill it out. Leave nothing blank, leave nothing empty, okay? That's gonna be how YouTube is going to say, okay, your video is appropriate for these people, right? Now we know where to send your video to. If you're not doing that, you're not gonna rank, and now you're just wasting your time on YouTube, right? You're not gonna get the return on your investment. We are busy people, right? Every piece of content needs to matter. Every piece of content needs to go forward and go with our mission of like getting more clients, getting more customers. Like you're not doing that whenever you're just posting a video on YouTube without optimizing it. right? So make sure that you're using all of the features. Now, the sixth mistake in your YouTube strategy, okay, get ready for this one, because this one is also very, very easy for you to mess up. It's the repurposing strategy, right? Like I said before to start this video, most people are just repurposing and just like using YouTube as like a video dump, right? And then they're just using it as a place to link to their sales pages and things like that. You're just repurposing video the wrong way, right? So if you have been here for a minute, you've already known that I've talked about like podcasts, right? So most people start out with a podcast, they stop it after 6 months because it's very hard to get traffic to it, right? And so one of the ways that I recommend repurposing this type of content is to also film your podcast and then repurpose it with little clips that you could rank differently on YouTube, right? So there's more information on that in the card. Go ahead and watch that video. Come back here. I explain all of how to make your podcast and your YouTube channel work for you, girl. So go ahead and watch that. Now, repurposing also goes into if you're going live on Instagram, right? What's wrong? Like, don't be afraid to just like kind of pull up another camera, even if it is like another phone camera, right? And just record your live so that you can reuse it for Instagram. You don't have to be looking at the camera all the time. You could be still looking at like the people in like your live, but this is going to give you the opportunity to have like a better quality visual when you repurpose this video up on YouTube, right? So just think about different ways how you can repurpose your things, right? What are you currently doing and how can you repurpose it in a way that is more appropriate for YouTube, right? And here's another thing about YouTube. So there's a certain format that you have to follow for people to kind of like watch your video all the way through. And it's very different than Instagram lives. So if you're thinking about repurposing your live, you may want to record clips, like take clips out from that relate to a certain topic that you want to rank for on YouTube and use that, and then record an intro and an outro, right? So record an intro, talk about like what this video is going to be about, talk about like whatever, and then plug in the live there and then have the outro as well, right? So that's kind of what people are used to when it comes to YouTube videos. They're used to being hooked in, warmed up, getting the meat and potatoes, and then closing out. They're not used to a live with you saying hello to everybody up on the live before getting into the meat and potatoes of the live, right? Like it just doesn't make sense, and so that's not going to be helpful for YouTube, right? Because like people are going to get to that video and they're going to click off. And then that's telling YouTube, oh, this video is not quality. No one's really watching it because it probably doesn't answer their issue. So they're not going to show it to people, right? So you just wasted your whole time, right? So think about that. Think about how you can repurpose your content, but repurpose it in the way that works for YouTube, okay? Okay, and so finally, the seventh YouTube strategy mistake is you are not having call to actions in your videos. Like, this is the issue with most channels, right? People start out, they don't talk about their call to actions as much, right? They just think that people should just know. And that's the issue here, right? So whatever offer that you have, whatever you want people to go to after they watch your video, I need you to talk about it in the video. I need you to put it in the description of your video, right? Like, talk about it more, because people are just gonna be like, oh my God, that was so helpful. And then they're gonna go about their day, right? They're gonna start doing what you had educated them on in the thing. But what if you had more information to share with them, right? Your podcast, your email list, booking a strategy call with you, right? People are not thinking that they could actually work with you, right? Unless you talk about it in your YouTube video, right? Like, so think about these things as you're making your videos. What is going to be the call to action? What do you want these people to do? They're not going to just do it because they can read your mind, right? People are busy. You need to tell them what you want them to do, okay? And so I always recommend that, because that's going to help you make sure that your video is pushing them along in their journey, right? So that they don't just stop at watching that video. Okay, so I know I hit a ton of things here, and I hope that you guys understand that it was out of love. If you made any of those mistakes, I still love you, but we have got to do better, okay? Your YouTube strategy can be one of the most important marketing and lead generation strategies that you have in your business. And I just wanna make sure that you are doing it correctly, honey, okay? And so if you are looking for help on making a money-making YouTube strategy, then maybe YouTube for Profit is a good solution for you, okay? It's my Done For You VIP day where I create an entire 3-month YouTube strategy for you so that you don't have to worry about any of the keyword research and the technical things, right? I'm doing all of the back-end stuff for you so that when it's time to record, you know exactly what to do, and then you also know what to give to your team to optimize the video, right? The titles, the keywords, the descriptions, the tags, all that good stuff. I'm giving you the guide of what to do, as well as some strategies and recommendations of what to do to get the most bang for your buck out of your video. So if that sounds good to you, I want you to go ahead and click the link in the description down below and apply to work with me, okay? I would love to have you, and I would love to work with you on your YouTube strategy. If you like this video, please let me know by subscribing to my channel, giving this video a like, and by tagging me on Instagram with this screenshot. If you have thought about joining YouTube, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.